Hundreds of Canadian delegates are in Mexico. At the exact moment as Trump indicated, he might just dump CUSMA. This isn't a courtesy visit, it's a clear hedge. It's a strategic move, and frankly, it is long overdue. Today, we're talking about three very important things. First, why is Canada sending over 370 delegates to Mexico? Second, what Canadian businesses are actually trying to build on the ground. And third, why this matters to Canada as the US threatens to blow up CUSMA and play Canada and Mexico against each other. Because make no mistakes, trade negotiations have evolved, and this is about jobs, factories, supply chains, and whether Canada gets sidelined or show up prepared. This is one of the largest Canadian trade missions in decades. Over 370 delegates, multiple cities, thousands of one-on-one business meetings. And the timing? Not accidental. CUSMA is up for mandatory review and the orange con man is openly threatening to walk away. That changes everything. I really hate to say this, but it's the darn truth. For years, Canada treated Mexico like a secondary file, useful but expendable. At times, Ottawa was willing to throw Mexico under the bus to protect access to Washington. But under Mark Carney, that era is over, because when the US talks America first, that is code for dividing and conquer. Canada gets pulled one way. Mexico gets pulled the other. That mission is about closing the gap. Since NAFTA, Canada-Mexico merchandise trade has increased 12-fold, and yet this is not nearly what's possible. Not because the opportunity wasn't there, because the US was easier, closer, comfortable. But comfort breeds dependency, and dependency becomes leverage for someone else. So Canada is finally doing the obvious thing. Strengthening the relationship that helps to keep North America balanced. This visit isn't just a bunch of diplomats and business people shaking hands. You have architecture firms, tourism designers, advanced manufacturers, creative industry, Canadian companies are on a mission to build, not pitch decks. Take themed entertainment and experience design as an example. Canadian firms are global leaders. They design airports, aquariums, amusement parks, and entire visitor ecosystems. Mexico understands this business. Tourism there isn't an afterthought. It's a huge economic engine. Billions spent every year creating experiences that pull people in from this and other continents. Canadian companies see that success and want in. But this isn't a one-way street. Mexican firms want access to Canada too. Design expertise, cold water infrastructure, urban development. This is collaboration, not outsourcing. And the scale matters. Instead of 20 companies on a trade tour, this mission sets up thousands of direct business matches. That doesn't happen by accident. That happens when a real economist holds the steering wheel. When trade is strategic, not ceremonial. Ministers and deputies show up. Embassy staff is doing the heavy lifting. For many delegates, this meeting could never have been secured on their own. That's what real trade policy looks like. Not slogans, not press releases. Connection, follow-up, staying power. That's the Carney effect. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the United States. CUSMA survived till now, but uncertainty is the point. When the orange conman hints a withdrawal, market flinch. Companies pause investment. Supply chains hesitate. That's leverage, my friend. Canada knows this game. So does Mexico. And both remember the last time Trump tries to play Canada and Mexico against each other? Back then, behind the scene, Canada and Mexico officials secretly exchanged information. And that saved the deal. This time, Canada is setting up early, because future talks won't be polite. Automotive will be front and center. Electric vehicles, rules of origin, China's role in North American supply chains. Canada's auto sector depends on continental integration. So does Mexico's. And Washington knows that pressure works best when allies don't coordinate. That's why the Canada-Mexico relationship matters. Canada knows what's at stake and has strengthened its negotiation branch. Prime Minister Mark Carney appointed Janice Charette as chief trade negotiator. Diplomacy paired with bureaucracy. Experienced pairing with process. Canada has excellent trade negotiators, to the point that we have trained negotiators for other countries, including Britain after Brexit. We know how to negotiate. What was lacking until now was urgency. So here's the takeaway. I cannot overstate how important this mission really is. This isn't about signing the deal of the week in Trumpian style. It's about more proving that Canada is serious. Showing up once doesn't count. Showing up again and again. Proving seriousness and credibility. Mexico was born ready. Canada is finally leaning in. And the US is watching closely. Trade wars don't start with tariffs. They start with complacency. If Canada wants leverage, it has to earn it. With presence, with partners, with preparation. This is how you stop being played off the board. So, what's your opinion about this mission? Do you think this mission will anger the orange conman? And does it actually matter? If you want more cleared-eye reporting on trade, power and where Canada actually stands, like, subscribe and share this video. Because the next round of negotiations won't be polite. And Canadians deserve to understand what's at stake. Thanks for watching. I'm Wilfried Lemkeler with Europe Curious. See you in the next one.